What is up? What is up, awesome people of the internet? Guys, happy Thursday, everybody. Hopefully you all are having a fantastic week. I know I am. Because there was some really good games on yesterday that I want to talk about, okay? We also have some updates about the WNBA as well. The WNBA may be getting ready to screw over incoming rookies. Yeah. We'll talk about that. But the rise of Southern is here. I mean, it's continuing, I should say. The SEC ACC Challenge has started, and a whole lot more to talk about. So, without further ado, Quita in the Morning starts now.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Ready, set, go.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Again, sorry for the slight delay in the stream today. All right. Let's actually start off with the upset of the night. And that is Southern taking down Arizona 63-57. Now, here's the thing. If you all have not been paying attention to the women's college basketball schedule, well, let me update you on what's going on. Southern, which is an HBCU, literally has the toughest non-conference schedule basically in all of women's college basketball. And I want you to think about your favorite Power 4 team. Think about your favorite Power 4 team and think about the games that they've played this year. Think about the teams that they have played this year. Put that in your head. Maybe some of them have played, a top 25 team. Maybe your favorite team hasn't played a top 25 team. Maybe if they played one, maybe they played two. Right? But you will be hard pressed to find a team that has played the type of talent that Southern has played. Now, you want proof? I got you proof. I got you proof, okay? If you want proof. Here's the proof, guys. Southern women's basketball has played some crazy hard games. They start off the season going against 3 ranked teams. University of Iowa, they get killed. They play Iowa State. They get killed again. They play Ole Miss. They get killed again. And then also random thing. Whenever I see it said as University of Mississippi, I get very confused as what school is that? Am I the only one who knows Ole Miss exactly as Ole Miss and doesn't think that it's the University of Mississippi? I don't know. Anyway. So Southern plays Iowa State, Mississippi, or Ole Miss. And then they have, one easy game in there, which is Tougaloo College, which I don't know about this team at all. But then they go into the number 3 team in the country, that is UCLA. So you have, in the span of 5 games, 4 of those games are against ranked teams, and not even that. You have one against a top 5 team. You got 2 games against top 15 teams, and one against a top 25 team. What a crazy, crazy schedule, right? Then you go against, so you get killed against UCLA. You get killed against the University of Washington. It's not a ranked team, but University of Washington is a really good team. We've talked about them before. Savia Sellers is a flat out amazing. And then they go on to take on the University of Arizona. Now, Arizona, to be fair, is not the best of teams. However, they still are a Power 4 team that is good. Well, better than a lot of non-Power 4 teams, right? And so with this crazy tough schedule, and like truly, guys, let me know if y'all don't think this is a tough schedule. Like truly, there are some fantastic games that we've seen so far this year, right? Across the board, we've seen some fantastic games, but at the same time, I don't think we have really seen a concentration of games the way that Southern is playing. Right? And remember, guys, this is the sort of like new and improved Arizona. They do have, what's her name? Becky Burke as their head coach now. But you get the picture. All right. Southern has went through the gauntlet. And I got to tell you, sometimes that gauntlet, it looks bad on paper. Like, yeah, if you look at their record, it looks bad, right? 2-5 on the season. Like that looks bad. But if you look at the competition they've played against, I mean, you kind of understand, right? Southern is a team that has been very successful, I would say, as a HBCU, right? This is their first win against a Power 4 team since 2023. So again, just 2 years ago, like this is a team that has been successful. Remember, guys, in 2023 they did beat Oklahoma. The Lady Jags are tough. And yesterday, they absolutely gave it to the University of Arizona, specifically on the defensive end, and also on the road. This game was in Tucson, Arizona. This was not at Southern. This was at Arizona. And we saw Southern come out the get-go sort of like with their kind of foot on the gas, right? With some really good defense, with smart plays at the right time, and with a efficient offense. We saw Southern shoot around 44% overall. They shot well from the three, shooting 50% from the three. This is a team that, made their free throws. And they basically led for the entire game. Yes, Arizona's a Power 4 team, but just because you're playing a Power 4 team does not mean you have to roll over and die. No, you can make some stuff happen. You can win. Yesterday, Southern did exactly that. Demaya Porter led the charge for this team. She had 16 points for the squad. So yeah, 44% from the field. They shot 80% from the free throw line. Not that great on the 3-point line yesterday, but overall, really, really, really good game for Southern, forcing 24 turnovers by Arizona. Arizona actually shot the ball pretty well. Arizona shot the ball well, 41% from the field. But if you're turning over the ball left and right, you're going to struggle. And that's basically what Arizona did. And so, shout out to Southern, okay? I just got to say, shout out to Southern. And also, Arizona has barely played anybody significant all year. And so, this loss was coming, okay? It was absolutely coming. I'm just saying. So far, Arizona has only played, they've only played non-ranked teams, non-Power 4 teams so far this year. And so the idea of them losing It's not surprising, but also shout out to Southern. So I just want to say that because sometimes we don't give credit to non-Power 4 teams and we don't really pay attention to what non-Power 4 teams are doing. And on this channel, I want to just try my best to cover as much as I possibly can, including what's happening outside of the top 25, upsets that happen wherever they happen. All right, so that's what I will continue to try to do on this channel, and I hope you all will join me in that endeavor. All right, as we continue on, guys, I do want to talk about, in my opinion, the game that got me the most hype yesterday. Like this game I thought was pretty fantastic. And sort of like in that like fourth quarter, I was watching the game and I was thinking in my head, I was like, it's a party, it's a party, it's a party. It's a block party. Guys, what a game yesterday between Oklahoma and NC State. First of all, we come into this game with Oklahoma ranked number 9, looking pretty good. NC State has fallen out of the top 25, and there's some concerns about how they have started the season. And also, this is the ACC SEC Women's Challenge, so like this is an opportunity for those conferences to go against each other and make for some really good basketball. And we saw that yesterday. It was basically a back and forth type of battle between NC State and Oklahoma. It felt like NC State had the momentum throughout the game. They had the momentum. And as I was watching, in my head, I was like, well, NC State's going to win. I was like, oh, I think Oklahoma is going to get got, right? Because while NC State is not ranked, you bet your bottom dollar that they're a really good team, really, really good team that is still trying to figure out some stuff. And I saw the fact that what was it, by halftime? I think it was that we saw Camille Pierre have a double-double, right? And she was just getting after it. And I was like, oh, I think NC State has it. But then we saw Oklahoma basically have a masterful, in my opinion, fourth quarter. Blocking shots, making buckets. Like this game, yes. Number one thing to note about this game is Aaliyah Chavez she did her thing, right? 33 points for Aaliyah Chavez. I thought Aaliyah Chavez was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic yesterday. I thought that some of her passes that she was giving to her teammates looked good. Like, yeah, she did get a couple turnovers, but still, like, really good game for her. Fairly efficient game. Again, shooting, I think she shot 50% from the field. Like she did her thing yesterday. And I was impressed by it. Like, again, this is someone who has not totally reached her full potential. Even like I don't think she's where she will be at the end of the season. Like I think she's gonna continue to make improvements as the season goes on. Right now, I feel like she's like a little bit of like a yo-yo of sorts. She had I think 2 other 20-point games, and this one she almost beat Courtney Paris's record for points per game for Oklahoma, but was just shy of it with 33 points. I thought she was great, and I really enjoy sort of like the big 3 at Oklahoma because, yes, of course, the biggest star is Aaliyah Chavez, right? But you also have Reagan Beers, who just looks a whole lot better with Oklahoma. Last year, I felt like Reagan looked tired and gassed, right? I felt like at times it didn't feel like she totally fit with Oklahoma. But this year, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you all think about that. Do you all think that Reagan just looks more comfortable, more at home with this team, more just ready to go? I don't know. I think so, but let me know what y'all think. But she did her thing yesterday, 21 points for her, shot a double-double, 12 rebounds for her as well. And the player who I was like, girl, you better do your thing, Sahara Williams. She was blocking shots. She was getting to the free throw line. She was grabbing rebounds. She was doing a little bit of everything. Sahara Williams, 21 points, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks, was absolutely doing her thing. And the thing I loved about Oklahoma, and the thing that really killed NC State and caused them to lose, was that Oklahoma was what am I trying to say? They were smart with the way they played defense. Here's the thing, guys. Oklahoma, none of their players are in foul trouble. Nobody was in foul trouble, guys. Nobody. And also they were getting blocks. 10 blocks yesterday for Oklahoma. Peyton Verhulst had a couple. Zyvan had a couple, right? Sahara Williams had a couple. Off the bench, Brooklyn Stewart had a couple. Like, they were getting after it when it came to blocks. And they were not fouling. Now, let's compare that to NC State, which, in my opinion, NC State had the game even going into overtime. They had an opportunity to score with, like, what was it, like 1 point something seconds, like 1.8 or something like that. But really good defense by Oklahoma to get it to overtime. And then we go into overtime and we proceed to see Zoe Brooks get fouled out. We see Tilda Trieger, and actually, when Zoe Brooks got fouled out, I was like, oh, it's over. Actually, no, it's not. No, that's not when I thought it was over. It was actually when, I don't even remember when this happened. It happened in the second half. Camille Pierre, she went down. Like, she went up, and then, like, when she was, like, going down, she was, like, grabbing her, like, leg or something like that. So the trainer was, like, she was down for a little bit. The trainer started to, like, come out onto the floor, and then it came back, and then it seemed like, was the refs that said that she had to come out the game or something like that? Anyway, when that happened, I believe that might have been in the fourth quarter. When that happened and Camille Pierre was out for a little bit, that play that Camille Pierre missed out on, Reagan Beers ended up, I think she missed the shot. Someone missed the shot initially. Reagan Beers got a rebound that, in my opinion, if Camille Pierre was in the game, Reagan Beers probably wouldn't have got that rebound. It got the putback. And anyway, there were so many opportunities. So many opportunities. So many additional opportunities that I think Oklahoma got when Camille Pierre was out just for that little bit. Like, she was barely out. But when she's out that little bit, to me, I think that kind of changed stuff. And even when she came back in the game, it didn't seem like she was running normally. Camille Pierre finished the game with 19 points, 20 boards, 20 rebounds, guys. And remember, Camille Pierre is actually undersized. Kind of. She's 6'2". WNBA standard, it is kind of undersized a little bit. And I felt like when she went out, that was for that little bit of time, that was the beginning of the end for NC State. And then you see Zoe Brooks, who had a fantastic game, 25 points for her. You see her get fouled out, and then you see Tilda Trieger fouled out, and it's like, it's over. It's over. NC State, in my opinion, should have won. A.L. Cooney, yeah, I think you're right. I think she was cramping. But that helped to cost her team. Now, NC State should have a deeper bench. They don't. They don't have a deeper bench. And so we're going to see specifically Camille Pierre, Zam Jones, Zoe Brooks, and Trieger. We're going to see them all play most minutes of most games. And I got to say, NC State, yes, they lost. And yes, they've lost some games this year, right? They lost against USC. They lost against TCU. They lost against... They lost a crazy game against Rhode Island, which shouldn't have happened. But this is a team that I think will get it together as we see ACC play commence. Because, yes, Oklahoma is the better ranked team, but I think they should have got yesterday. Because of just the talent that's on NC State. I truly believe they have not lived up to what they can do. In my opinion, Wes Moore hasn't made all the adjustments that I think he will as the season goes on. But yeah, I do think they're a better team than Oklahoma, which is like a wild thing to say considering how poorly NC State has played this year. But they gotta play more together. They gotta actually act like they trust each other. And sometimes it doesn't seem like that. Sometimes it really does not seem. It seems like it's like one man band type of energy for NC State. And you got to be a team. Otherwise, you're not going to win. Otherwise, you are not going to win. Now, segue. Speaking of wins, guys. I want you all to win. I want you all to win this holiday season. Because, you're probably trying to figure out, what's a special gift I can give that special someone. And I've been talking about this sponsor all week. I'm going to talk about them a little bit more. And that's because they're awesome. Their name is Aura Frames. It is a digital frame. It looks awesome. It's a digital frame that looks like a real photo, from far away. You can, and then you see it change and you're like, oh, that's not a real photo. That's digital because it is digital and it's awesome. So maybe you've missed some of the holiday sales, but you still want to get something very, very nice. Here's your opportunity to get something affordable and special. My friends at Aura Frames has you guys hooked up with a special deal, $35 off with code Quita. Here's the thing. I like photos. Well, not as much as my parents. My parents love photos. I like to look at photos. But I know they like it. And so I always try to make sure to get them something photo related. I got them a photo album a couple years ago. They loved it. And now what I'm doing, I'm taking an Aura frame and I am putting in all the photos from the photo album. So instead of them having to flip through a photo album, they can literally now just look at the wall and watch the photos basically just slide through. And also, you can do video as well. Who doesn't want that? Again, photo albums are great. But if you can just put it all on one device and it looks really awesome, it blends in with the other photo frames that maybe already hanging up. Come on now. Who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want a digital picture frame? I'm talking about sharing photos and videos easily straight from your phone via an app. It is included in a gift box, and so that's something to note as well. Here's the thing: you cannot wrap memories, but you can frame memories and display them. So make sure to check them out for a limited time. Save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using code Quita at checkout, okay? That is auraframes.com, promo code Quita. This deal is exclusive to listeners of the show, and the frames can sell out fast. So make sure to get your order in now and get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning Quita in the Morning at checkout, and terms and conditions do apply. And speaking of Aura frames, guys, looks like Ronald says, I've seen the Aura thingy. It's pretty cool. It is cool. It is cool to be able to see your photos just miraculously they just display. They just keep on displaying. And speaking of displaying things, well, maybe this isn't the greatest segue. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Speaking of that, I do want to quickly talk about something else. So you all know, starting your business could be very intimidating and lonely. And so shout out to all the people who are making their business dreams happen. Suddenly you have a lot to learn. You got a lot of hats to wear. You got to figure out how to get everything started. And then you wish you had a business partner or a company that can help you get everything good to go. Well, I got to talk about Shopify, guys, because Shopify is a platform that I use. If you all have checked out my awesome swag on my store, you all may recognize that I am using Shopify. I'm using Shopify on a day-to-day basis for my business needs. And, if you have a business, I highly recommend you all check them out as well. Because Shopify is a great business partner to have. Again, there's a lot that comes with like creating a thing. And sometimes it just feels very overwhelming, right? You need a solution to kind of like help you get going. And if you're starting something new, you got a lot of to-do lists, you got a lot of things, small things that you got to check out. But Shopify is there to help you find the right tool that not only helps you out, but also simplifies everything. And that is Shopify. Okay. Shopify does have a sale going on. They are a e-commerce platform behind millions and millions of businesses around the world, including yours truly. 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. from household names like Mattel and Gymshark is made happening by Shopify. Shopify is the brand that is powering so many of the brands that you like. So if you have a business or you're about to start a business, consider going with Shopify. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand's style. You can accelerate your content creation because Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you, and you can easily create emails and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling along. And best of all, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you are ready to sell something, then you're ready to call Shopify. So make sure to turn your business idea into a bigger thing with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/allcity. Once again, that is shopify.com/allcity. All right, so make sure to check that out as well. And let's kind of move on because I want to talk about some other stuff. And yesterday was not the only. We did not only see one SEC versus ACC game. We saw multiple SEC versus ACC games. And this one was a very, very close one because, again, guys, I thought that the SEC team would get got, but they didn't. All right, this one was Tennessee versus Stanford. And I got to say, Stanford is a better team than what some people give them credit for. Right? They are a better team. Now, do you got some stuff to clean up? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. Specifically their ability to take care of the ball. Like that was atrocious. But I gotta say, besides taking care of the ball, Stanford is actually a good team. Like they can shoot. They can not the three very well, but they can shoot. They can shoot. And yesterday, Stanford was the more efficient team. Right? They were shooting the ball well. However, what do you have to do before you have an opportunity to shoot? You got to dribble. That sounded funnier in my head. Anyway, we saw Stanford struggle to keep the ball. When they kept the ball, good things happened. They had really good opportunities, really good shots. But if you can't even keep the ball to get a good look, you're screwed. And here's the deal. We all know Tennessee is a team that plays, they're wild, young, and free. That's basically Tennessee. They will absolutely just run around, have active hands everywhere, and if you are just going to give them an open door, they're going to steal the basketball. They're going to steal the basketball, and it led to turnover after turnover after turnover. I'm talking 3-0. 30 turnovers. 30 by Stanford. And I will say, something that I thought was problematic. What do y'all think? Let me know. Here's the thing. 30 turnovers. 30 for Stanford. And Tennessee barely scored off those turnovers. 30 turnovers, 25 points off of those turnovers by Tennessee. And I gotta say, again, in my opinion, y'all let me know, Tennessee didn't play a good game yesterday. I don't think they did. I don't think they fully took advantage of what Stanford kept giving them left and right. They were not showing up. This should have been a blowout. 30 turnovers? Your opponent commits 30 turnovers and you don't blow them out the water? You still barely win? I gotta say, Tennessee, I do like the young, wild, and free way they play. However, it's not strategic basketball, really. It's not. And they just look like sometimes it looks like it looks like they're just running around and just doing something. Just run around. Just make some stuff happen. Defensively, Tennessee was getting after it. Offensively, it didn't look like they were doing anything. Like Stanford seemed like they were like running real stuff. And like, yes, they couldn't take it at basketball because they needed a point guard. but Tennessee, they just would just run around. Just run around. Just try something. Like I don't know, man. Like sometimes watching Tennessee on offense is like it's like a bunch of chickens with their head cut off. Like it's just like you're just running around. And here's the deal. You can be very successful with that. I just don't think that is Elite Eight, Final Four type of basketball. Here's the thing. Talasia Cooper is fantastic, right? Right. Janiah Barker didn't have the greatest of games yesterday, but like she has been, in my opinion, better at Tennessee. Right. Z Spearman is also a really good player as well. But there doesn't seem to be a total strategy at times on offense. Like it just looks like they're just out there doing stuff. And then they get switched out, left and right. Right? This is a team that feels like they're it just doesn't seem like it's a cohesive basketball team yet. Now again, it's still really early and they still have a lot of time to kind of like gel together, but like I don't know. I didn't find myself impressed with Tennessee. Even though they won. But shout out to Mia Paul though. Like I thought she gave some fantastic energy off the bench for Tennessee. But I don't know. I don't totally see it. And yes, Tennessee is ranked. And that's great and everything. But I just don't see a strategy. I don't. And I don't know if it's just me that's just not seeing what everybody else is seeing, but I was just like, I don't see it. And if y'all see it, let me know. But yeah. Jerome, I think you got a point. Yeah, losing Ruby Whitehorn was a big loss. I do think it was a big loss. Yeah. But yeah, they're good. They're athletic. They're they could bring a lot of chaos, but offensively, there's no real vision there. There's no real vision there. El Kune says, Tennessee not making the tournament, playing like that. They should have lost last night. Here's the deal. I do still think they make the tournament. Now, keep my comments sort of in context. Tennessee is still a NCAA tournament team. They still are. In my opinion, there's no way Tennessee does not make the NCAA tournament. Because remember, there's 37 at-large bids, and a lot of those, I believe it's 37, and a lot of those goes to the Power 4 teams. And so, yeah, of course, no, I don't see Tennessee winning the SEC to get that automatic bid. But do I think they're going to be likely one of like the 37 who make the NCAA tournament as the at-large bid? Absolutely. So yes, Tennessee makes it to the tournament. They make it far in the tournament. I just don't think they make it to the Elite Eight. I don't think this team, the way they are playing right now, I don't think they are. I don't think their offense is cohesive enough to actually make it to the Elite Eight. Sweet 16, yeah, they're gonna make it. They're gonna make it, I think they will. I think they will make it to the Sweet 16, or they have potential to make it to the Sweet 16. I don't think they make it further than that. I don't think so. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, again, right now it just looks like just a lot of running, a lot of energy spent, and what results at times is a nothing burger. So yeah, that's my thoughts. What do y'all think? I'm curious to hear you all's opinions as well. All right. Let's kind of continue on real quick. I do want to just do a quick drive by to talk about the other challenge games that was on. I don't have a graphic for that. But let's just talk about it real quick. Yesterday we did see Vandy get another dub. And this one was against Virginia, again, continuing with the ACC SEC challenge. We do have some more challenge games today. And so make sure to watch those. But anyway, Vandy took care of business, no problem, 81-68. Michaela Blakes is just Michaela Blakes. She does her thing. She had 28 points in yesterday's game. That's just Michaela. But I will say, this team needs to, and you also have Milwatanda, who was on Texas last year, now is with Vandy. I do like her with Vandy. But I will say that there does need to be like that second, third, and fourth, like, oomph for Vandy. Last year, Vandy was very much Michaela Blakes, and it was Camille Pierre. Milwatanda is not Camille Pierre, right? She's just not. And so I do think that is something that will be a thing once SEC play starts. I think that'll be a big thing. But shout out to Michaela Blake. She did. Yes, Tulip is absolutely right. Milwatanda did join the 1,000 point club. Shout out to Michaela Blakes. I believe the second youngest player in SEC history. I believe that's what they said during the game. I believe they said that. She did her thing. She did her thing. Second youngest for the SEC. Michaela Blakes is her. I mean, someone who has a couple of 30-point games. Several 30-point games. She could score 40. She could even score 50. She could do it. She could do a little bit of everything. Okay. And yesterday, her team does their job and gets the dub. Other games that happened yesterday include also last SEC ACC game yesterday was Kentucky versus Miami. We did see Kentucky win 64-48. I don't have much of anything to say about that one. Unfortunately, I did not get a chance to catch that game, but yeah, Kentucky did win. We also saw Oklahoma State take down North Texas. Not a surprise. 73-55 was the score for that game. We saw Baylor take down Southeast Louisiana. That was a complete blowout. 112-47. I mean, yeah. That's not great. And then we saw TCU take down Incarnate Word, the team that we only hear about during off-season play. That's the thing. There's some teams that we literally only hear about before conference play starts. And then once conference play starts, we never hear about the team again. Incarnate Word is one of those teams where, like, every year we hear them in a couple of games, and they lose because they are a very small team that loses to Power 4 teams. But anyway, TCU 84-56 for Incarnate Word. We saw Maryland once again taking care of business with another blowout. of Mount St. Mary's. Again, that's one of those teams that you hear about during non-conference play. But Maryland continues to take care of business. They are now 10-0 on the year. Again, I cannot wait until Big Ten play starts so we can really see what Maryland is made of. But they're good. Maryland is a very good team. As I said before, it's Maryland and UCLA that are going to be competing for the Big Ten championship, in my opinion. We'll see what happens when conference play actually starts. But that's my way too early opinion on that. We also had Michigan State in-state play an in-state team at home. They played against Central Michigan and easily took them down 82-40. So those were the bigger games that happened yesterday. Govern yourselves accordingly. Okay? Oh, Michael is giving me some information I did not know. Michael says that Incarnate Word was once a powerhouse. They were? I didn't know that. Yeah. On the women's side, I mean, here's the thing. Maybe they, I just completely blanked on that, but I don't know. Since I can really remember, Incarnate Word has been one of those teams that hasn't been very good on the women's side. However, Michael is letting us know that they were once a powerhouse. That's good to know. So I'll have to look back into their school lore and see what's going on that front. The Big Ten is loaded. Yeah. The Big Ten is looking pretty good. The Big Ten is looking pretty good. Oh, I like that. I like that. So it says, shout out to Money Miles. Is that the new thing? Money Miles, for being a Robin to Suarez's Batman. Hey, those two are a fantastic 1-2 punch for TCU. A really good 1-2 punch for TCU, right? If you're going to have a player who wants to be sort of a dominant big, well, you got to have a point guard to give them the basketball. And so, yeah. And also just randomly, Donovan Hunter was she's more of a defensive type of player. But yesterday she scored the most points for TCU yesterday, which I was actually kind of surprised about. 21 points for Donovan Hunter. Donovan can score, but when I see Donovan, I see someone who is defense. And so I don't usually expect her to score the most points. But she did yesterday. And then also, yes. Let's talk real quick about the Qs, Syracuse, because Syracuse did play yesterday and they did win. So let me just pull that up. Yesterday, for the lone ACC win, in the ACC SEC Challenge, we did see Syracuse take down Auburn. That was a very, very close game. 66-60. It did go into overtime. Unfortunately, I was not able to actually watch that game. But Syracuse did their thing. We did see Dominique Darius lead the charge for the Qs and make some stuff happen. Both teams had a lot of turnovers, but unfortunately, I did not get a chance to watch it, so I don't have much commentary. But shout out to the Orange though for getting the lone ACC dub against the SEC. Again, that continues on today. Those matchups continue on, and we'll kind of see what happens. But I mean, it's safe to say that the SEC will win the challenge. I mean, duh. Right? We have North Carolina versus Texas. We got South Carolina versus Louisville. We got LSU versus Duke. We got Notre Dame versus Ole Miss. And so, yeah, I'm just saying though, the SEC about to win. Okay. And it's not a surprise. Ooh, that would be great. Jay Brand says, I'd love to see a Big Ten SEC challenge next year. The ACC SEC challenge is one-sided, LOL. That would be great. However, the only reason we have an ACC SEC challenge is because ESPN wants to drive more viewership. ESPN has the rights to the ACC network and the SEC network. And it's an opportunity for them to showcase their talent, basically. So yesterday, if you all watched Muffet McGraw and I forgot the other two ladies' names that was on, but like you had some of the ACC network folks on there on ESPN2 talking about the games. And here's the deal. I'm sure probably today you're gonna have some of the SEC ladies on there talking about the games as well. This is an opportunity for ESPN to kill two birds with one stone. Right? They own both the ACC network and the SEC. You have an opportunity to have those games together. You're promoting. You already own the ESPN products. And now you're promoting them basically, and you're hoping to drive people from the ESPNs and ESPN2s to the ACC network, to the SEC network, to actually watch the games as conference play starts. So, like, it's a business move for ESPN. That's why you have the ACC SEC challenge, because they own the rights to both. I don't think we'll ever see a Big Ten SEC challenge or a Big Ten ACC challenge because ESPN does not own the Big Ten. They don't own the Big Ten. And they don't have rights to the Big Ten like that. So we won't see that. We will not see it. It would be cool. I agree. It would be very cool. But yeah, we're not going to see it. Yes, row 2. Marketing and business move by ESPN for their channel. It's what they do. Yes. Yes. That would be very, very fun to watch, though. Very, very fun to watch. All right. Well, darn. I am all out of time. Well, anyway. Thank y'all so much for rocking with me. Thank you for watching the show. I was going to talk WNBA, but it seems like we are kind of, well, not kind of, we actually are out of time because I got to go to work. But I think I'll probably have to do a separate video because there's some stuff I got to talk about, okay? There's some stuff I got to talk about when it comes to the WNBA and how they may be shooting themselves in the foot. I'm just saying. They may be shooting themselves in the foot. Just saying. With this whole draft combine thing, basically. Anyway, thank y'all. Have a good day. Sorry about that. Make sure to hit that like button on y'all way out. If we could try to get to 100 likes, that would be absolutely awesome. And we will leave with this. Kune saying, hey, you never know. This season, anybody can get got. Yes, anybody can and will get got. Respect the motto. You can pick up that merch on my store, powered by Shopify. Anyway, y'all have a good one. Y'all don't have a good one. Y'all have a great one. And so long, farewell. To you, my friends, goodbye for now until we meet again. Bye-bye.
Are you ready?
Ready, set, go.